Students, today we will discuss about the graphical representation of motion. Graph is a convenient method for expressing the basic information about the variety of events. Today we will discuss about distance time graph because motion is represented with the help of distance time graph. You know that when the object is in motion, obviously when the object changes its position with respect to origin, then it is in motion. And when the object does not change its position with time or with respect to origin, then the object is at rest. And we also know uniform speed, non-uniform speed. The object covering equal distance in equal interval of time, then it is in uniform speed. If the object is not covering equal distance in equal interval of time, then the speed of the object is non-uniform. Let us discuss all these terms with the help of graph. Now you see, in all the three cases, I have just drawn the graph of distance and time. X-axis is time axis. Here time is represented in second. Y-axis is for distance and distance is represented in meter. You can select scale for time and distance according to your convenience. And now see, in the first graph you see this time interval is representing 5 seconds and the distance travelled by the object is 10 meters. And in this 5 seconds, what is the distance covered by the moving object? Now suppose see, this is again representing 10 meters. This is also a time interval of 5, and in this time interval the object has covered again a distance of 10 meters. Means in every 5 seconds here the object is covering equal distance of 10 meters. It means this graph is representing that object is covering equal distance in equal interval of time, so it is representing uniform speed. Here the distance travelled by the moving object is directly proportional to time. And now see, the slope of the graph OB here is a straight line. And what about the second case? Now you see, this is again a graph. Now here you see, in the first 5 seconds, this is a time interval of 5. The object has covered a distance of say 5 meters. And in this 5 seconds, the object has covered a distance of say, this is 5 and this is say 7, that is 12 meters. And in this 5 seconds, the object has covered a distance of, this is 10, this is 10 and this is 3. That is total distance is 23 meters. It means the object here in this case is not covering equal distance in equal interval of time. In the first 5 seconds, it has covered a distance of 5 meters. In the second 5 seconds, it has covered a distance of 12 meters. And in the third 5 seconds, it has covered a distance of 23 meters. It means here the distance travelled is not directly proportional to time. Or in other words, we can say that object is not covering equal distance in equal interval of time. So this is the case of non-uniform motion, and the graph here, the slope of the graph here is a curved line. And now see, this is the third case. In that third case, the graph line OB here is parallel to the x-axis. It means with time the object's position is not changing. Now we can understand it very clearly. Now say at 0 second the object is 10 meter from the origin. In the 5th second, after 5 seconds, it is also at the 10 meter, and after 10 seconds, it is also at 10 meter from the origin, and same is the case with the 3rd, 5th second. It means the position of the object is not changing with time. Then what can we say about the 3rd case? That graph is representing that the object is not in motion, but it is at rest. So student, in the very beginning I told you, the graph is a convenient method of representing the basic information about the variety of events. Now you see here, by looking at these 3 graphs, now we can say what these graphs are informing us. In the first case, it is a straight line OB, and it is representing that object is moving with uniform speed, and in this case it is a curved line. It is representing that the speed of the object is non-uniform. Here it is representing that object is not at all in motion, neither uniform nor non-uniform, rather it is at rest. So student, now I think you followed that how the graph is informative to us and how it helps us to get the various basic informations. That's all. Thank you.